I came here very wide-eyed, innocent, and very excited to be on campus.
I was very excited to finally be on my own and sort of start my own path.
I was always that little girl who knew that I was going to come to New York and shine. I came here really ready for the adventure and feeling full of excitement and promise, which sounds so cheesy, but
no,
it really is true.
That's not cheesy at all. That's what every incoming freshman thinks and hopes, right? It's all about possibility and no evil.
But for these three and dozens of others on this Ivy League campus, that innocent optimism was shattered in the worst possible way.
I was out with some friends in the area, and we ended up going back to a university frat, and I was assaulted. I was sexually assaulted by two men.
My first semester of freshman year, I was assaulted in my own dorm room by a quite close friend of mine.
I was sexually assaulted twice the second semester of my freshman year.
The style and location of their attacks vary, but in the days and months after, they all wrestled with the same kind of shame and confusion and self-doubt.
I think, like a lot of survivors, I had so internalized this idea that, well, I shouldn't have been drinking. I shouldn't have been so adventurous as to go to, a house with people that I didn't know very well. So it took me a really long time to even admit to myself that what I had experienced was rape.
Were you lucid when it was happening? Did you understand, or were
Not
you?
really.
I had to combat all these, stereotypes about the stranger rape. It only happens in dark alleys at night by psychopaths who you've never seen before in your life, and that's not the case. Most rapes occur between acquaintances, significant others, friends.
The first assault was by an acquaintance, someone I met earlier that night. And the second assault was it was someone a lot closer, and they were in a position of authority.
Were you aware in the moment that this is horrible, I want this to stop, and said so?
Yeah, definitely. In the first, I don't know, it's kind of like I can't even count how many times I said no in the first assault. And it wasn't like a case where he didn't hear me, because he responded and said things like, why not? Or you don't have a boyfriend. He responded to my pleas to stop.
This is the first time Sarah has ever spoken of this horror publicly. But like the others, she's motivated to come forward by what happened after her attacks. When she told one campus staff member what happened, Sarah says she was encouraged to go talk things out with her rapist.
They said return to the attacker's room to talk to him about the issue. So that was her advice. And
Her advice is go talk to your attacker and work it
in
out.
his room, in the place
his room.
where I'd been assaulted, yeah.
And after her second attack, another staff member seemed fixated on her behavior, not his.
The first thing that he said was, why were you drinking so much? And the conversation revolved for 3 hours around my drinking habits and my behaviors and what I had done wrong. In both cases, they were found responsible. And the first case, which I thought was a very horrible, violent sexual assault, was only given 1 semester off of school, and he's currently on campus today.
Like Sarah, my assailant was also found responsible and was given 1 semester suspension and is currently back on campus.
It's crazy what happened with Cammie's case, because he actually pled guilty.
Yeah.
He wrote a note acknowledging that he assaulted her. So there was no question in anyone's minds that this was a violent person.
How
It's
often do you
just-
see him?
I've seen him 4 times now this semester, unfortunately, and all of those experiences have been very triggering, and I don't feel like I can focus or be calm on campus, in class, things like that.
Were you hoping he would be expelled?
Yes. Yeah.
But Sarah, what is it like knowing that the men who, not just a man, the men who attacked you are somewhere on campus?
It's very triggering because it's so unexpected when you will run into them. Because Columbia's campus becomes a lot smaller once you're, trying to avoid your sexual assaulter. And so just kind of like writing a paper in Butler Library and seeing him walk through, it's very triggering.
And stories like these are one reason 95% of sexual assault survivors choose not to report their attacks. And Zoe is one of them.
The university reporting system has a horrible reputation. So the whole investigation and hearing process is really difficult and traumatic and exhausting. And at the end of it, nobody is ever expelled. For many people, we really want perpetrators just gone. You don't want to have to sit in the dining hall and run into your rapist. I just couldn't imagine putting myself through the process of having to justify what I went through to everyone again, people who were poorly trained and who I felt like would dismiss my story because I'd been drinking.
It's difficult to find people who want to diminish your stories. But I found one woman, Heather McDonald, recently wrote, quote, "The reality on campuses is not a rape epidemic, but a culture of drunken hookups with zero checks on promiscuous behavior." You're all shaking your heads. Have at that.
I don't understand how you could hear people talking about like the worst night of their entire life and trying to fight through that pain and talk about it, and then tell them that was you being promiscuous. I think that's a level of cruelty and ignorance that I don't appreciate and I don't agree with. And it doesn't reflect what so many people are experiencing. You're never done healing from an assault. You're never, great, I'm done now. It's over. It doesn't ruin you, but it's always something that you have to navigate, and it becomes a part of your identity. I had my choice taken from me in one moment, but I'm not going to have it taken from me for the rest of my life.
And Zoe's choice now is to lead a group called No Red Tape at Columbia, aimed at reform. You can see symbols of their movement everywhere on campus these days. We asked Columbia officials for an on-camera response. They declined, but issued a statement saying they are implementing measures dedicated to preventing sexual assault, supporting survivors, improving adjudication. Among their promises, changes to mandatory training for incoming undergrads, teaching them, the meaning of consent, things like that, improved access to peer advocates, heightened safeguards for survivors, maybe keep them separate from their attackers. That's what the girls would like. And more events like town halls for serious discussions. But some lawmakers do not trust these schools.